Hi, Amy and Daniel. This is your story for this week in English 15B, Why We Need a Skate Park for Young People. The Council is seeking ideas from the public for the use of this piece of waste ground. All proposals should be sent in writing before the 20th of July to Mr. John Byrne at Monaghan County Council, Main Street, Monaghan, at the following email address as well. So this is the second part. Last week we saw it, the case put forward for a park for the elderly. Now it's the case for a park for young people. Okay, hi John, my name is Emma and I'm 13 years old. I saw your notice about the waste ground beside the supermarket and I think I have a pretty good idea of how it could be used. There's nowhere around here for teenagers to just hang out. When we gather in the shopping centre, the security guards move us on, saying we're making a nuisance of ourselves. We go to McDonald's sometimes, but that costs money, and then our parents complain that we shouldn't be spending all our pocket money on junk food. If we meet up in the library, we get shushed and sent outside. But if we try to hang out and skate on the library steps, people complain that we're disturbing the peace. One old lady even said we were a menace to society. I mean, come on, we might be a bit loud, but we're not that bad. So here's my proposal. Why not build a skate park for teenagers? Then we'll have a place to go where we don't have to be quiet or spend all our money on chips, and we won't be bothering any cranky old security guards. It's the perfect solution. And some of the words there in black, there's just one, I think, on this page, nuisance. So that would be an annoyance. And that's it. You might be thinking, why skateboarding? Why not just put a regular old park there? I knew you would say that, so I've done my research. Here are 5 very good reasons why a skate park is the way to go. Number 1, skateboarding is great exercise. It burns calories, helps develop cardiovascular fitness, and works loads of different muscles. We all know exercise keeps us healthy, but not all of us are into team sports, or not everyone's parents can afford to pay for karate classes or whatever. It's a skate park, a healthier place for us to hang out than McDonald's. Number 2, skate parks reduce illicit behaviour, by which I mean drinking, smoking, and all the other stuff our parents are desperate to keep us away from. You might think that giving us a place to hang out would increase that kind of thing, but it doesn't. All the studies show that teenagers are way more likely to do risky stuff like that if they're bored. And trust me, nobody is bored when they're grinding a half pipe. Number 3, research shows that you're way more likely to injure yourself if you're skateboarding in public outside a skate park. You could be hit by a car, collide with a pedestrian, or worse, get attacked by a mad old lady with a walking stick. Give us a specially designed place to skate would keep us all safe, and our parents would be grateful like forever. Number 4, you probably don't remember what it was like to be a teenager, so let me remind you, it's super stressful. Between exams, chores, and worrying about our futures, we need a way to blow off some steam. Skateboarding has been shown to have significant mental health benefits because it combines physical exertion with concentration, coordination, and balance. Performing tricks on a skateboard can even improve brain function, which is a huge help with those exams I mentioned earlier. Number 5. Have you seen what a skateboard can do to a park bench? I have, and it's not pretty. If teens don't have a place to skate, they will skate everywhere, and this means damage to public and private property. Paint is destroyed, concrete is chipped. If there is a place we can go to skate full of ramps and pipes, we won't try to grind benches and public railings. So some of the words in black on this page: calories from food. You get calories, so burning off calories helps burn off the energy. Cardiovascular. Cardio is anything to do with the heart, and vascular is vessels. So a workout that improves heart vessels and muscles. Illicit there means illegal, so any illegal behavior. Pedestrian is someone traveling on foot. Exertion is requiring effort to do something. I know you will get emails from lots of people proposing different things, but trust me, this is the best idea. I've heard the retirement home wants to convert the site to an old people's park. I get it, old people love parks, but you know what else old people love? The library and restaurants and cafes. They can hang out in those places without being moved on. We can't. Plus, the retirement home has its own big garden. I can't skateboard in my garden, it's tiny, and my mum would lose it if I squashed her begonias again. So a skate park would give teenagers a place to go where we wouldn't be getting into trouble or bothering anyone. But absolutely anyone can skate, not just teens. All you need is a board, some ramps, and thick skin. Parents could bring their kids there at the weekend. Office type people could go there to de stress after work. And since the older people need somewhere to exercise, why don't we teach them to skate? I could totally see my grand doing a 360 flip off a ramp. To help, I've come up with some things you could include in our new skate park: a sloped rail and a flat rail, a vert wall for doing awesome Tony Hawk style aerial tricks, a half pipe for performing grinds, steep and gentle ramps so we can mix it up a bit, stairs just in case we miss the library steps, a rain shelter. This is Ireland after all. I have lots of other good ideas too, so if you're interested in building the skate park, just email me. I'd be happy to take some time out of menacing society to help you make the world a better place. Kind regards, Emma. There's a few words there. Begonias is a type of flower. Aerial tricks is in the air, and menacing is a threat or a danger to society. So looking at part C there, the vocabulary section, find the word closest in meaning to the underlined word. Number 1, the child was a nuisance at the concert. Convenience, assistance, annoyance, or guidance, and that's C, annoyance. Number 2, my granddad's motorbike gang is a menace to civilization, an asset, a danger, a service, or a resource, and that's a danger. Number 3, they were caught smuggling illicit goods into the country, illegal, dangerous, unusual, or foreign, and that's illegal. Number 4, the car stopped because a pedestrian was crossing the road, a worker, a walker, a student, or a cyclist, it's a walker. And her face was red with exertion, anger, effort, embarrassment, or sunburn, and that is effort. And number 6, the pilot performed aerial acrobatics, awesome, dangerous, incredible, or flying, and that would be flying. So the vocabulary section here in D as well. Most vegetables are low in begonias, calories, or nuisance, so that's calories. Number 2, something or a type of flower, that's begonias. 3, there is a history of something disease in the family, and that would be cardiovascular. Number 4, her muscles were bulging from exertion, menace, or nuisance, from exertion. And number 5, there was something in his voice. There was illicit, menace, or aerial, that would be menace. And number 6, piracy is an something trade, aerial, illicit, or exertion, and that's illicit or illegal. Okay, and then grammar, the proofreading for the grammar errors here. So read your work, check such things as homophones, so words that sound the same but might be spelled differently and mean different things, punctuation in speech, apostrophes of possession and contraction, sentence punctuation, subject, verb, agreement, and the tenses then. So rewrite the paragraph correcting the errors. Young people has traditionally been apathetic about politics. The first one there is has, that should be have. Young people have traditionally been apathetic, means they've lack of interest about politics, and poor at voted in elections and poor at voting in elections. They is, well, that should be they are, and a comma after it, however, comma, a powerful force in politics and should use this power to implement change. Wrong spelling of to, it should be to. Here are 3 reasons young people should voting in elections, and that should be should vote in elections. Number 1, sometimes young people think their vote, that's the wrong spelling of their, and it should be THEI, or vote don't make a difference, that should be doesn't make a difference, with the apostrophe between the N and T again. But the census of 2016 showed that young people under 25 made up 1/3 of the population, okay? Number 2, older people are more likely to vote, wrong spelling of to, yet most economic issues like jobs and housing is more likely, that should be are, more likely to affect, it should be spelled with an A at the beginning, not an E, young people's lives. Number 3, you may not care about elections or politics now, but in a few years' time, apostrophe at the end of S in years, you may be going to college or looked for a job or looking for a job or mortgage, and political decisions made now will affect, again spelled with an A at the beginning, not an E, your life in a few years' time, spelled wrong. So use your vote, just Y-O-U-R, vote. Okay, and that's it. Okay, so best of luck this week, and I'll talk to you during the week. Bye.